The Indiana Fever star, Caitlin Clark, is officially on vacation for the first time in over a year. But hang on. This is not your typical break. Consider this. Clark is recharging her batteries while other celebrities are on the Olympic squad. When she returns, will we see an updated in the second half of the season? Clark is poised to average 30 points per game. Please subscribe to the channel as we will be delving into these and many more issues at this time. The fact that Caitlin chose not to compete in the skills and three-point contests at the ALA is a clear indication that she needs this time to recover. Caitlin deserved this break more than anyone else because since September 23, she hasn't stopped for even a second. She played an intense college season with Iowa, went through the draft, faced rookie training camp, and jumped headfirst into the WNBA. This is a lot for any player, even Clark. It's not just the quantity of games, rather, it's the intensity with which Clark plays nearly every minute on the court. Clark needs to rest and rejuvenate, and you know what would be ideal. This vacation is crucial because it's not just a break, it's a chance for Caitlin to return even better and elevate the Fever to new heights in the playoffs. However, there's one thing that everyone is talking about: the Fever. Yes, the team is in the playoff race, which is fantastic, but let's be honest here. Imagine AR, rested, renewed, and hungry. If she was already putting up those numbers while tired, what are we going to see when she comes back? Particularly when it comes to Clark, Sid's management has been dubious at best. In some games, Clark has remained on the court for 40 minutes or more. People, that's tiredness, not strategy. Although Clark is amazing, she is not a robot. The way Sid manages the game time is impacting not just her performance, but also the teams as a whole. Not only have many people been left scratching their heads by Sid's important choices, but there's also been a lack of tactical assistance when the game becomes difficult. In light of this, the Fever, and Clark in particular, have a rare window of opportunity. Clark is the kind of player who transforms the game and elevates everyone on the court, but in order for that to happen, she needs a system that supports her and doesn't exhaust her. For this reason, the Olympic break is so important. It's not just a chance for Clark to rest, but also a chance for the Fever to re-evaluate its approach because, let's be honest, if things continue this way, the Fever runs the risk of wasting the incredible talent they have in their hands. With all of this in mind, there's something that's been stirring behind the scenes in the league. The possibility of a major change in the Fever's coaching staff, Cheryl Miller. Those who saw the All-Star game witnessed something quite fascinating. The WNBA team was coached by Cheryl Miller, and it wasn't just for show. The basketball legend demonstrated that she still knows the game extremely well, putting up offensive sets that left many people in awe. The most impressive thing, though, was the offensive moves Miller set up during the All-Star practices were far superior to what we've seen from the Fever during the season. We're talking about double cuts, well-structured pick and roll plays, and other plays that really capitalize on the talent of the players on the court. And here's the important part. There are strong rumors that Cheryl Miller may take over the Fever as early as next year. Just consider the implications that would have for Clark and the team as a whole. When it comes to coaching, Miller is no novice. She has worked in both college and the WNBA. She is skilled at nurturing young talent and creating systems that bring out the best in her players. This combination has the potential to not only elevate the rookies' game to a new level, but also turn the Fever into a legitimate title contender. Of course, none of this is guaranteed just yet, but the fact that we are having this conversation indicates that the Fever is at a critical point. The next few weeks could determine not only the team's immediate future, but also the course of the franchise in the years to come. Imagine Clark, with all of her talent and game vision, being guided by someone of Miller's caliber. Let's take a step back and discuss the All-Star game because there's a crucial fact that a lot of people could have missed. Even though Clark is one of the biggest stars in the league, she chose not to compete in the skills and three-point contests. Given Clark's popularity, these competitions are a fantastic opportunity for her to showcase her talent, but she passed on it. Why? Because she clearly needed this break. a sign that exhaustion was setting in, and because she needed more than just physical rest. This brings us to a crucial point. What can we expect from Clark when she returns from her vacation? Let's take a look at Clark's stats from the last 10 games before to the All-Star game. If basketball history has taught us anything, it's that players of her quality who get enough rest return even stronger. 18.5 points. It's already amazing that she averages 6.3 rebounds and 11.4 assists. But just think of what she can accomplish after getting enough rest and recuperation time. It wouldn't be shocking to see Clark return with averages of 25 points or more per game. And it's not just about scoring when rested. While the league's main players are focused on the Olympics, Clark gets a chance to prepare specifically for the second half of the WNBA season. This could give her and the Fever a unique competitive advantage when the league returns. But what about the Indiana Fever's immediate future? The franchise is at a crossroads, and the decisions they make now will shape not just the rest of this season, but potentially the next. The Olympic break offers the perfect opportunity to implement a new system without the pressure of regular games. But it's not just about who will be in charge. The Fever needs to look at its roster and make smart moves. New additions could give Clark the support she needs on the court. And speaking of Clark, the Fever needs a clear plan to maximize her talent. This means not just adjusting her playing time to avoid exhaustion, but also building an offensive system that takes advantage of her unique passing and shooting skills. There's also the issue of developing other talented players on the team, like Aliyah Boston. The Fever needs to find a balance between giving Clark the protagonism she deserves and nurturing the other key pieces of the roster. Another crucial point is the team's culture. We know there's frustration among the players with the current management. The Fever needs to address this head-on, creating an environment where their stars feel valued and supported. Finally, the Fever needs to think long-term. Clark is the kind of player who can be the face of a franchise for years. But for that to happen, she needs to see that the team is committed to building a title contender around her. If the Fever gets these decisions right, we could see a complete transformation in the second half of the season. Imagine a Fever with a rested Clark, an efficient new tactical system, and adequate support pieces. This squad might surprise a lot of people and go on a serious championship run, in addition to having a solid playoff debut. What do you think will happen? Will the Fever utilize this break to reinvent themselves? This is the type of moment that makes us basketball fans happy. Anything can happen, and we'll be here to watch every move. If you're as thrilled as I am about the second half of the season, please share your predictions in the comments below. Will Clark return and tear it up? What else should the Fever do in your opinion to get traction? Who should be Clark's coach? Don't forget to hit the like button on the video. We will be posting exciting WNBA material every week, so if you liked this analysis and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the ideal time. Thank you for watching to the end, and we'll see you in the next video.